In the Central Valley tonight, a problem as unpleasant as it is destructive. They have come by the millions. Locusts have descended on the small town of Harold, about half an hour outside Sacramento. ABC 7 News reporter Nanette Miranda is there live. Nanette, they're hungry.
Well, they're definitely hungry. I've never seen an infestation like this. This town of Harold has about under 1,000 residents here, and now it looks like the locusts outnumber them.
I am used to bugs, but I'm not used to this many bugs.
Walk anywhere on Debbie Campbell's farm and you can easily kick up dozens of what are believed to be locusts. They swarmed in on the Sacramento town of Harold 2 weeks ago and don't want to seem to leave. Just how many? She would say in biblical proportions.
At least 5 million of them. It said on the internet when I first started looking that between 50 and 65 per square yard is a severe outbreak. If you stand in my backyard, I've got about maybe 5,000 per square yard.
And they are hungry. You can see them munching on the peaches. There's nothing left of the hot peppers. They're even trying to eat the sign. They're also working on the rose bushes, which were in full bloom until the unwanted visitors came and stayed.
They are called the Destroyer. Oh, very appropriate name.
Debbie's grandson often runs the yard with a net, catching quite a few in one swoop. Her dog Coco can't decide which one to chase because there are so many. A UC Davis scientist told her perhaps this dry, warm winter means less vegetation for the bugs to eat. Combine that with a very wet season the winter before when more bugs were born. All that created a perfect storm.
These are all dead.
For now, Debbie catches as many as she can and drowns them in a pool of soapy poison.
It's not funny anymore. It's not entertaining anymore. It's not pleasurable. It's eating everything that I own, and I'm not happy.
And there's Coco still looking for more bugs. Debbie has applied for a permit with the state that allows her to use a pesticide similar to one used in Africa to combat their locust problem. Needless to say, Debbie won't be able to apply to get her farm organically certified this year. Live in Harold, Nanette Miranda, ABC 7 News.
All right, then.
Tonight's 4.1 earthquake happened at 8:17 p.m. at a depth of 3 miles. It was centered 2 miles north of Yorba Linda and was felt 70 miles to the south in parts of San Diego County and 40 miles to the east in Redlands. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell is live now near the epicenter in Yorba Linda with more. Amy?
Michelle, our newsroom was flooded with calls when that 4.1 quake hit. We heard from people in the L.A. area and as far away as Moreno Valley. As you mentioned, fortunately, no reports of damage, but it definitely rattled some nerves. Yorba Linda residents say the earthquake didn't last long, but it was strong.
I was at home, and, all of a sudden the ground started to shake, and then the house shook right after that. So it was a pretty good jolt. It lasted a few seconds.
I was at my house, and we were all standing there, and all of a sudden the whole house started shaking, and I almost fell over.
The needle on the Eyewitness News earthquake cam started jumping when the quake struck at 8:17 this evening. Seismologists at Caltech say it was centered a couple of miles north of Yorba Linda. People at this mall felt the jolt while they were shopping.
It only felt like a quick jolt, like someone just shake the chair under you. You're just like, whoa. And it didn't last very long, maybe like a second.
It just started rumbling, and the store started shaking, just started shaking. We thought there were probably people working on the roof or something, and then we knew right away it was an earthquake.
I was just inside. I was organizing some sheets, and basically it sounded like the air conditioning was going a little too hard, and that was basically it. I didn't even know there was an earthquake until my supervisor asked me to check on the candles and the frames and make sure that nothing fell or broke.
The Orange County Fire Authority went into earthquake mode, checking to make sure equipment was in working order and checking key facilities in the community for damage.
The things that we're checking is high-end areas like schools, bridges, underpasses. Out here in Yorba Linda, we have the water plant and we have the natural gas plant.
And fire officials say they found no problems tonight, but they also say this is a good time to ask yourself a question. Could you manage for 2 to 3 days without water or power if you had to? It may be a good time to check those supplies. Reporting live in Yorba Linda, Amy Powell, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Amy, thank you.